Hi guys, it's Lisa back with another video for you for Lisa Wise Designs, and today we're going to finish up our Christmas Crate mini album card series. So the last 4 days we made a mini album, so cute. We made this crate that it goes in, and with our leftovers we're going to make some cards. So if you're just joining us, go back a few videos to the beginning of this series and you'll find a playlist. And if you want all the supplies you need to make this crate mini album and these cards, you can go over to my Etsy shop and the link will be down below, and you can pick up everything at one time delivered straight to you. So we're going to make a few different cards. These are the ones I'm going to make similar, but I'm not going to make these exact ones. But this is how I would use up my stickers. I would just go through and see what cardstock I've got, or pattern paper I've got left over, and pair it with some cardstock and make some really cute cards with just stickers and maybe a stamp or two. So I'm going to put these to the side. So that's what I would do. I had like a couple of different cut aparts left, and this sheet of paper, that was full of 4 of these really pretty scenes. So if you're doing 12 by 12 scrapbooking, that lends really well to these 12 by 12 strips. But it's a little difficult to use for a mini album, but we can do a slimline card. So let's take a look at a slimline card. Here was the first one I showed you. Here's the second one that we're going to redo here. You can see Santa and the reindeer and Mrs. Claus here. So all a slimline card is, and it's very in vogue right now, right? It's just a business size envelope. You can hand make one. You can buy some at the stationery store, or you can simply use a business size envelope and just put a pretty stamp on it. These are about 4 1/8 by 9 1/2. So that's all I'm going to do is use a business size envelope, and that's what I want this to fit into. So my card base, I cut 8 by 9 1/4, and then I scored on the 8-inch side at 4. So now I have a 4 by 9 1/4 base. Kind of a strange size, but it's really cute for something like this. All right, I'll move this one out of the way. And now I've got my card base here. I did it in red. You should have some red, some black, and some green cardstock, and I think some white that is in your kit. And then I'm going to start with one of these strips, and I want to redo this one at the bottom, so I'm just going to cut this strip off with a little bit of the red and that stitching. I'm going to leave a little bit of that, maybe 1/8 of an inch. See how that looks here. Put this to the side. So I know I'm going to lose some of this because of course my card cannot be 12. I'm going to lose this piece here, so I'm going to have Santa and the deer. So about as much as I can get is going to be about 9 inches. So I know I'm going to sacrifice these on the end and try not to cut off my little deer. Then I'm going to turn this over and see where I would be if I cut it at 9. Okay, if I cut it at 9, I'm just going to sacrifice a little bit of the tree, which is great. So I think that's going to work. So here on the red, move my envelope. Okay, and then for a background piece, I'm going to cut one at 3 3/4 by 9, and this wound up being 2 3/4 by 9. So I'm just going to put this right about in the center, and then all of this is going to go on here, and then we'll finish it up with some stickers. I don't think I'm even going to ink the edges. What I want to show you is when you have any type of leftover pattern paper, if you don't have very much, or even if you have a lot, it's up to you. I would use it up then and there if you possibly can, because there's always going to be new paper packs that come out. There's always going to be something new the next season that you're going to want to get. So you might as well just use this up while you love it and while you have it out on your desk if possible. And get your use out of it. And don't worry about it. It's not going to waste. Someone else is going to get this cute card and love it. Like, just means something special when somebody makes something for you. Now to make this even cuter, let's grab our stickers. We want to use up as many stickers as we possibly can. So I really like this little candy cane right here. I think those are neat to help frame something in. And then let's see what else we have here. I'm gonna put my pen in here. Then look at this one. See how this candy cane kind of helps frame this in? And then you could do it on this end, or see I chose these little bitty Merry Christmas ones. So I think I'll do the same thing. Let's see if I can find the candy cane that goes in the right direction here. Da, da, da. Is this one it? No, they all want to go in the wrong direction. Da, 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 da. Or maybe it's just me. Here we go. Here's one way over here on the side. Put that one right here to help frame this in. I think I'll do it here at the bottom. Yeah. And then I'm going to find, there's a green Christmas word and a really small red Mary. So the Christmas was right here. And sometimes it's kind of like a Where's Waldo type thing, like what can I use? And here's a Mary way across here. So what I did is I put my Christmas on straight, and then I put my Mary at an angle at the top there. Isn't that cute? Done, done, done. So let's open it up and see if there's any other thing we can use. I had this piece, a pretty big piece of black left. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the inside. Better to use it as a card base than put it in the trash. Even if it doesn't cover up the entire piece, you could just put it in the center to give you another layer. And then I think I'm going to use some of the bigger stickers like this. See this Merry Christmas here? How pretty is that? I don't want this to go to waste. And this, since this is a slimline card, this is perfect for that, to use up all of this space. All right, so I'm going to start with my middle letter in the middle of that. So then I know kind of where to put the others. That's a trick I learned. My mom probably taught me that when we were working on stuff. Letter stickers here. Isn't that cute and simple and quick, and you still have plenty of room to write? Okay, so that's number one. So let's move on to this one here. Isn't this cute? Look, we finally see Rudolph. There's finally one with the red nose. So this was a cut apart. It was a 4x6, but I cut it down to about 5 1/8, a little over 5 by 3 5/8. It didn't have to be that exact, but I wanted it to be cut down so it would fit on the base of a regular A2 size card base. A2 size card base. I'm talking too fast, which of course is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I went ahead and cut up some strips. What I did is I would go through everything that I kind of have left over in small amounts, and I would just kind of see what I had and what would fit. So I had, you know, a small piece of red, and I have lots of white left over. I have lots of white in my stash. So I cut a piece of red and white stripe, 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. That's gonna go here. And I cut this one a little bit bigger to go behind it, which was 3 by 4 1/4. So that's gonna go like this. And like I said, I cut down this 4x6 cut apart to a little over 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. So it will go kind of like this. Isn't that cute? And the reason I chose this green paper and this red too, see it's got green here and it's got green here and here, and that kind of brings the green out, and then the red helps make that pop, and then the white gives it another layer. So that's kind of why I chose the green over like a black base. I do kind of think about some of those things, because you can put a card together and say, you know, it was good in theory, but I just don't love it. Sometimes it's as simple as that, as the colors that we choose. I thought that was the prettiest paper. I didn't have enough of that. Just did not have enough of that. I would have used that one again for sure. That down, and then we're simply going to put this down, and then we're going to look through our stickers. And wouldn't this be fun, especially if you did the cutting part and you gave a younger child the glue or the stickers and let them finish it up? I think that would be an awesome idea. So I'm going to look for this little piece of holly here to kind of mimic this one. And then if I have any snowflakes left, that kind of helped frame that in. I might have used that piece of holly, that exact one on my album. So here's another one that'll do the same thing. It'll kind of help frame this. And I think I will trim it where it doesn't have this stem. Just like that. I'm just going to take that green stem off, and it's going to look like it came just like that. There we go. I like that much better. Don't be afraid to do that. Just make it work for what you want it to look like. So then I'm just going to go through here and kind of help frame this in on the other side. I'm going to get a green, a red, and a blue snowflake if I have those left over. What else? Yep, there's a blue one right here. Cute. Isn't that adorable between those two? Okay, so I decided to go ahead and cut a card base for the inside. So that will be 5 1/4 by 4. Right there. And of course you don't have to use this, but it does kind of help offset the heavy part on the front with a little bit, you know, thicker piece on the back. Plus it just looks nice. See, this is cute, but I think it's gonna look really good on this black and pop. So this is a sticker. See this border sticker here? So let's see. I'm going to need about 5 1/2. I mean, is that 4 1/2? Yeah, about 4 1/2. Doesn't have to be exact because there's a sticker that's going to overlap it. So then I'm going to come up about 1/2 inch off the bottom of that black. Just put that here. And you could make it go all the way across, but since I already knew I was going to put this here, I didn't have to have it. And then I'm going to use this one. This is Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Dobbin, Blitzer, and the red nose one. Okay, I'm going to get this a little bit better centered here. I want the point on the sticker to be kind of in the center of this. I think that would look the best, this little strip. Cute, yes, I definitely like that better. That gives it a whole new set of dimension, like that. Helps bring out this black too, so that is cute. And much better than just throwing those stickers in a drawer and not coming back to it, okay? There's that one, number 2. Let's go on to number 3. Let's do this one. Isn't this cute with the snowflake background? All right, we're starting with the A2 card base that opens at the bottom. And then I cut a, I always forget this, isn't it a 5 1/4? Yeah, by 4. It's gonna go on top. It's gonna be my inside. And then I cut this at 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. It's a little white strip. And then this is a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. So just take a look and see what you have left that you've been cutting up. So I just decided to pull this blue. You could use the red, whatever you have that kind of makes sense on a smaller scale. I just wouldn't get a really big, like this doesn't make sense to cut a 1/2 inch strip. You're not gonna be able to tell what that was. But snowflakes, dots, anything like that looks really good cut down. Here. All right. Then the white. And once you kind of have a pattern like this, you could make a bunch of these. You could just make, you know that you want to put, you know, if you want to start with a white base on all of them, and you know you want to cut backgrounds, and you know you want to cut strips, you could just cut a whole bunch of them at one time and have exactly what you need. So just be really careful. This is a big sticker. It's already trying to tear on me in the center because I pulled on it really quickly. That's okay. And then also pay attention, it's got this a couple of big pieces that need to come out. They need to be popped out of the sticker. So here and here and here. Oh, is there another one? Yeah, I think there's Is that one? I don't guess that is one between this one's leg. It doesn't look like it comes out. All right. So you can see here, I'm going to have to trim it up, but just slightly. You're never going to notice. So I'm just going to kind of put this on that strip, and you can put it down and trim it, or you can trim it beforehand. I think this time I'm going to put it down and just trim it even with the white, where this one I trimmed it even with the blue. But I think it's going to look fine like this too. I think this will be fine. Pull this over, and I can actually get more of the deer in it by doing it that way. And I had a tiny tear, but now I can't even see it. So I'm going to flip it over, trim it straight so that it'll fit in the envelope. Isn't that adorable? So cute. Now you can kind of see the good color here. So we can go ahead and put a sticker, or we can do some stamping. We'll go ahead and put the inside in, and then I'll come back and stamp. On this one, I did, another strip. I did a different piece of the stickers, the borders, and then I did a little drum. So this time I'm going to try it with putting down a mat first and seeing if that makes a big difference, if it's worth it or not. So this way you could also get at least 2 to 3 pieces of your patterns or your border stickers by doing it this way, because you don't need to use the whole thing. All right, so put this here. Get it halfway straight maybe. Cut way too long on that one. So we could try something different. I was just trying to find something that would fit on red and look good together. See, that drum looks really cute. If you were giving a gift of some cookies, look, it says loves my secret ingredient. Are we gonna go back with the drum? This Merry and Bright, Holly, Santa, so cute. Whatever's your favorite, just use it up and then sign it and send it. So I need to put some tools away. Put my glue up. And then we'll do some stamping. While we've got our stamping out, we're going to do this stamping also. So let's get your stamp set out. You can see mine is already well loved on some of them because I used red, and it's very difficult to get off. And there's this small stamp that says Merry Christmas, but I love the font. The font is really pretty. This is an old stamp set. This is from Close to My Heart, Holiday Red, and I found it to be the perfect red for Christmas projects. I'm getting just a scrap piece of paper out of my trash. Just going to test it. Kind of season it. I hadn't used it in a while to make sure it's going to stamp well. Okay, if I go straight down, give it time to transfer, come straight back up, because I don't want to ruin my card after all this work. So try that again. Stamp it up, or ink it up. I'm going to go straight down, give it time to transfer, come straight back up. Very, very cute. Very cute. All right. There's that. So we'll keep stamping by working on this last card here. This one uses a few different techniques. We're going to use the leftover foam that we had in this kit, and we're going to put it on a sticker. We're going to take a card front, but we're going to cut a slit in it, fold it backwards, put it on, and then we're also going to be stamping right here to making our own pattern paper. Ooh, advanced, right? So let's see what you need to get started here. We're going to need 2 pieces of paper, one of them white. That's 4 by 5 1/4. One of them's white because we're going to stamp. The other one, you need it to be a pretty pattern that you like on both sides so that it makes sense when you cut it and you open it up like this one here. See how it's got these pretty patterns? You don't want something that once you bend it back, it's not going to make sense. It's going to be weird because it's going to be something huge or crazy. So let's do this technique. I'm going to try on this paper this time to see what it looks like. Like I said, this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we need to find the center of 5 1/4, which, see, half of 5 is 2 1/2 plus another 1/8 would be 5/8, right? 1, 2, yeah. So, sorry. Move it here. So I think that's going to be 2 5/8, I think, is the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should not have taken me that long. I thought I was right. Okay. Whoop. So for sure, on 2 5/8. All right. So I'm going to come down about 1.5 inches slit. Doesn't have to be exact, but about 1.5 inches into the card on the side. Okay. Easy peasy so far. So then you're going to take the edge of a ruler and you're going to line it up from the bottom right corner to that slit. Right here. Just take your time, line it up. Then you're going to pull it up and you're going to score it. Just like this. You're going to fold it over just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, maybe. Here to here. And I'm sure you could do this on your scoreboard. Alright, I'm just going to start the fold. And then just go ahead and fold it over and burnish. So this one's got a pretty good point. This one not so much. I don't know if I'm going to try and fix it or leave it. Let's see if I can fix it. Just a little here. It's not perfect, but good enough. There we go. Isn't that cute? So now you can kind of see where this is coming along. Okay. So you're just going to line these two up. This kind of looks like a shirt collar, right? If you turned it this way. You line your pieces of paper up and then really lightly with a pencil, draw that big triangle that you cut out. So you can kind of see it now. See the little triangle or the big triangle? That's the part we need to stamp. So we don't need to waste our time stamping the rest of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my scrap piece of paper out, put it on top. This time I'm going to grab blue, and this I found to be a really good color for this stamp set. It's Distress Ink and Tumbled Glass. And I'm going to get my snowflakes. Okay. A little piece of paper. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 snowflakes, I think, or there might be more than that, but I used 4 different sizes. I'm just going to peel them off, and I have some I love these small inch blocks. I'm going to put those down. Sorry, my head gets in the way. We grab these blocks. And I love that I have, oh yeah, there's a lot more. There's at least 2 more that I haven't used. So we're just going to use a variety. Oh, that's a pretty one. I don't know why I don't use that one last time. And the little one will come in handy. So I got a big block, and I'll get that one other one off. This big mammer jammer. All right, put that away. So essentially on these small ones, I just like, or the small ink pad, I just like to ink it. Since I haven't used these before, or this particular one, just going to season it, make sure it's going to work really well. And it looks good. I'm going to, not go right in the center. You always want to kind of go off your line. You don't want it to be right in the center. That is a pretty snowflake. So I'm going to do at least 2 of these. Oh, poot. That. Move on to my next biggest one. cool. Go to my next biggest one. Love. Here we go. Do one more up here. Then I'm going to go to a teeny tiny one and just kind of fill in all these little places that need something. I think I need another size up right here coming off the page. Isn't that cute? Kind of making your own pattern paper. And then, like I say, use the tiny one to kind of fill in all the spots that need something. I think I need one more of this medium one right in the center here. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. I like that. Now I'm going to lightly erase just in case any of that shows. I'm going to start with a black card base, A2 again, this time with a side opening. And I'm going to glue this blue and white on the inside. So since I have it, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. See, if we cut this one and fold it in half, it wouldn't make sense. It's one of those long seam cards. You just have to be careful with what paper you choose for this technique, but I love it. I'm sure there's a name for it, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. That inside. Then we're going to take our white piece, glue it down right in the center of the front card. Maybe. And this one's going to go directly on top of that. Gonna line it right up with the edges of the white. Isn't this cute? I just love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, that's a good shot right there. Okay, so the final step here is I like to put something right in the center here, and a sticker on foam is the perfect thing for that. So the last time I did this, because I thought it was just perfect, and I might just use him again. It's so cute. Or the truck. Oh, you know what? What if the truck? Let's just kind of look. The truck is cute. It's a little small. Let's see. The tree. The tree is pretty because it's got these really big bells. Oh, and since I didn't use Santa this time around, Santa would be pretty here or cool here. So just whichever one you want to do. I think I may just do Santa. This might be fun. I really want to do the truck, but I just don't think it's big enough for this. God, look at this. It says greetings from the North Pole. So many days to Christmas. Oh, that one's not the right shape. Okay. Stop dilly-dallying. So I had a few pieces of foam left over. So what I'm going to do is just foam tape him up. And I don't worry so much about the edges. Trying to put powder or anything on there. I think it's going to be just fine. Especially, well, I guess it depends on if you're going to put this one through the mail. You might want to put more foam tape on there. If I can get it off here. Okay, I need to trim this down a smidge. There we go. Now I definitely have to clean my scissors. It's all sticky. And I bought these scissors because it says titanium non-stick. And I don't know that it's possible to make scissors that really don't stick. So you just kind of position whatever it is you have kind of in the center here and push it down. I don't even glue down this little collar pieces. I think it looks good with that little bit of lift to it. Isn't that cute? So let's see what we can put on the inside here, what we've got left. Let's see, on this one, we just put Merry and Bright with a little Jack in the Box. But I can really tell putting these extra pieces on the inside, it helps bring more heft to the back because you got lots of layers on the front. Kind of helps balance it. Plus, I think it really adds to the look. So, I did this one time, I thought was neat because I thought I really liked the sticker, but I didn't want it to say days till Christmas, so I put something else over it. Oh, but that says North Pole, North Pole. That's no bueno. That's not good. See if there's something else we can put there. Anything to kind of cover that up? No, guess not. Oh, what do we got these little gifts? Oh, that's kind of cute. I think I can get away with that. So put that here. And put the gifts kind of over that. That's really cute. And then kind of put the Jack in the Box guy here. And we can just keep layering if we wanted to. I think it needs something here, but these things, this is just not in the right, I don't know, they gave me like all of them going this direction. I need one going the other direction, but they sure didn't make them like that. I think I only found one because I need it going that way, but oh well. Guess I can put it like this to kind of help ground it. Isn't that cute? Oh, I show it to you, right? And you just using up your stickers and you have plenty of room to write. So I hope that this has kind of helped you see what you can do with leftovers. Let me put this here. So you got this one and this one. And then we did this, and this, and then off camera, but I think you've got some pictures of the other ones I did, if I can find them. So if you decide to make any of these, please go over to our Facebook group, Lisa Wise Designs, and show pictures of them to us. We want to give each other inspiration. Well, I don't know. I guess I put them up. I really like this one too. See, this one here. And if you want to pick up this kit, as always, below this in the details, you will find a link to my Etsy shop. I guess I'm punch drunk now. I'm so excited that this class has gone well. I've got lots of great reviews from you guys, lots of great ideas for the next thing coming up, and I will see you next week, my Made It Con students, next weekend, and then after that, I'll be back the week after that with a new project for you. Thank you guys. Bye.